it's time for tea with D. I'm a hot mess. Oh, the dog. The dog was occupying my every minute. That's why I'm a little bit late. There we go. Oh, that was weird. That should be shut. Oh, you know what? You want to look at my bookcase. Oh, I'm having a fantastic cup of chai latte. It inspired me to think of something this week. I didn't do any smoothie Sunday today because I just was relaxing, actually. And I thought, what about at Dunkin', I love the frozen, or is it iced? It's iced chai tea latte. I'm thinking, it's like 12 points. I could do my own. So that's what I'm going to work on this week, because I can go for one. Hey, Loretta, Paula, Donna, and Rosemary. This is so good. Oh. Broke out the Christmas, yes, I was straightening up and put a decoration up. Look, the cards are going up on the wall. Everybody noticed. I was decorating, put my tree up. You know. Hi, Allison and Kathy. Thank you, Rosemary. Oh, Chile, California. Hey, Lori Mashburn and Pat. Good evening. And Sheila. I'm having a fantastic cup of chocolate chai latte. And lattes just add a little bit of milk. I added steeped it in some cashew milk. Let me tell you something. Don't knock it. Cashew milk with a tea bag. I like it. I like it. Good evening. Howdy, Cindy. We're going to get a torrential rain overnight and all day tomorrow. Again. Hey, Mimi. Christmas is happening now. You better believe it. Hot. Thank you, Anne. This was a gift from a student. I don't know what you're going to do with this. I don't know what this is. Oh, I guess that's open and close. Didn't realize that. Hey, Tracy. How you feeling, Trace? How's the foot, was it? If I'm trying to remember what you had done. Foot. I want to say it was foot. If I had to guess, it was foot. Awesome, Paula. Hey, the girl on her phone is here. Hey, Kim. Hey, Nancy and Lynette. Hey, Tamsin. Welcome. I'm decorated. My little corner is decorated. And my tree is up. Don't get jealous, because my tree is up and yours might not be. Tell you, see, I can look at it here and on the computer. And it looks huge on the computer. It's not really big. It's just, I guess, the angle I have it at. This is a bit funny. Hey, Deborah. Yes, I thought I put up the cards that are pouring in from you guys. It's awesome. Awesome. It's a little festive, I don't get very festive. If you don't know that about me, I'm a Grinch. Maybe I was better when the kids were little, but now that they're bigger, yeah, I'm a Grinch. My dad was a Grinch, and I think I caught his Grinch gene. Hey, Rebecca. Oh, thank you, Tamsin. I know, it does look big. It's a dollar store trick. I just at the DT. I don't want to move it because I like the angle it's getting. But yes, this is one of my DT finds. But yeah, I'm enjoying this chocolate chai latte very much. Like I said, tea bag, steeped in some cashew milk. Done. A little bit of cinnamon. A little bit of Ready Whip on top. Not even enough to count, but just enough to make it feel special. I'm going to ice this bad boy. Yeah. And I'm not paying the 11 points at the Dunkin' Donuts anymore. Well, I like my my cheat on the matcha. So what the heck? Hey, Katie Foster. Loretta. And even having an adult beverage. Because it's not that cute. But it's, it has its thing. It has its little perks. You can see it's got this little missingness, which I don't really care for. But with that angle, I'm hoping it doesn't pick up much. You'd see the little plastic thing. Oh, this is a chocolate chai tea bag from, God, Harney and Sons. Because Davidson's didn't have chocolate chai, and I wanted chocolate chai. And I wanted to get the loose chocolate chai, which they didn't have. I had to get the bags. But it's different, and to tell you, that Harney and Sons has really awesome tea. They are really, really good. Oh, she's putting jingle bells on her red tennis shoes. I didn't know they made red tennis shoes. I haven't seen the rock. I actually went to to see the Rockefeller Center tree many years ago. We went to see the Rockettes, and we walked through New York and went down to the tree. It was kind of fun. Hey, Maria. Hey, Lori. Yeah, I'm just not raspberry. It's funny. I'm funny with fruit. The only and something like lemon. I can only eat lemon iced. I don't like hot lemon, but I like cold lemon. And raspberry, not my jam. I don't know raspberries. I'm not a big fruit person. I hate orange. Not even a little bit. Good evening, Julia. Hey, Becky. Oh, peach and mint. I've been into mint tea lately. I really have. I don't know what it is. Oh, Deborah asks, has anybody lost their why? Well, Deborah, your why is complicated. But yeah, I get your why. It's the why changes for a lot of people. Like what your why was then and what your why is now could be totally different. I don't, so it's definitely, it could evolve. My why was to live. And now that I'm able to live, my why has to be a little bit different. My person got the Secret Santa gift. I haven't checked the mail for several days, so I'm not sure about cards and such. I just mailed my Secret Santa. I should say I didn't mail it. I sent it through Amazon. So they're supposed to get it on Friday. If it's not fruit forward, then maybe I would. Yeah, if it was too raspberry forward, I'd be like, you. Out of all the fruit, I think raspberries and blueberries give me indigestion. I know that sounds funny, but blueberries especially. Did Lori Ann come in here? No, Lori Ann Overland was the one who did the turkeys. She's usually here during the week. She's not usually here on Sundays. Did she sneak in? Oh, your favorite specialty. Ah, Sheila, what's so special about your tea? Tam's wants to know, did anybody watch the Macy's parade? I'm usually cooking on Thanksgiving, so I didn't get to see it. I know the boys were watching it. Oh, we always look for a good topic. But I'm hoping to get some help getting back on track. I fell off the wagon. Well, that's what we are supposed to be. That's what we always get this little leeway. I am segueing into who's off the wagon. Can we have a show of hands? Who has lost their way? How many Bo Peeps have lost their way? I technically am on the lost their way thing. I wouldn't say I lost my weight totally. This is a hard time of year to be on a weight loss journey. It definitely is, because you don't want to feel like you're missing out on the holidays and the food that goes along with the holidays. So I guess my advice is, and I'm going to be doing a cool vlog tomorrow. I have a cool idea, and we'll see how it pans out. But let's talk about the why, because I think the whys are totally different than our original whys. I like to call my why not why. Like, why not eat better food? Why not eat less? Why not try to eat the healthier option? Why not? Why do I have to go back for seconds? See, that's my problem. My problem is always going back. It sits there, it's up there, and oh, I hate to throw it away. It's only a little bit left. Yeah, I have to stop that. I had a decent week. I mean, I know when I have bad weeks. I always admit that. But to have a 2.5 pound gain when you had a good week, I mean, you could sit there and say, well, it was 2 days after a holiday. Maybe it was the foods that you ate, or I don't know. It just was very disheartening. I would have rather just stayed the same or been up a pound. I would have been fine. But 2.5, yeah, I didn't deserve that one. Yes, Deborah, in more ways than one. I think what we need to do is stop with the all or nothing. I think some of us, it's all or nothing. Either I'm 100% on plan or I'm not on plan. I think a lot have that mentality. Have you considered a weight loss friendly weasel? Mine was with Tang. Oh, I don't know if I've ever made that. I'll have to look into that. My husband loves all those weird, like, punches like that. Hey, Mary Kay. I cooked for Thanksgiving dinner 15-pound turkey fixings. Yeah, so you have somebody else bringing you food, Tracy. Though but we could still make the best of that. Like I know in the beginning of the pandemic, I couldn't find the right food that I'd normally buy, so I had to make do with what it was. Hard, yes. Difficult, maybe, but not impossible. Hey, Esther. How are you? But like I said, I think we go from being great to, so there's no middle. I want us to find the middle, the doing okay, like being on plan 85% of the time. If you're on plan 85% of the time, you will be successful. You know, I think we always expect more than we're capable of giving and more than we are capable of doing. So then you set yourself up for failure. So that's why I try to sit there and tell a lot of people, if you get a total amount of points for the day, you should eat them. I'm not saying if you're full and don't want to eat them, but if you're finding that you're hungry at the end of the day, or you're down during the day, you're just like, you want to eat something, but you're like, oh, I don't want to use the points. There's something wrong. There's something wrong. You need to fill your, I was going to do a tasting tonight. I forgot to bring the peanut butter down. Now, you said peanut butter, and I was going to bring the peanut butter down. You have to measure your peanut butter. Peanut butter is something that it can go off kilter. Oh, those oat bagels, Rosemary, they're fantastic. Oh my God, if you've never made Grace's oat bread, I was saying it to someone, it looks like vomit, but it's really good. It was Renee. It does look like vomit, but it's the best. I love it. I think it toasts up beautifully. Toasts up beautifully. My little Debbie's are Reese's. I know I lost a lot of weight and I need to lose 80 pounds. I seem to... You can't look at 80 pounds, Maria. That seems crazy and impossible. Like 80 pounds is a lot of weight. It's not nothing to sneeze at. I always looked at 5-pound increments because I couldn't look at what I had to lose because it becomes overwhelming. And when something becomes overwhelming, we shut down. So what I would do is try to hit the 3 pounds. When I went to 3 pounds, I wanted to get to 5 pounds. When I got to 5 pounds, I wanted to get to 7 pounds. I just made little manageable, achievable goals, because once you start hitting those, you get in a zone because you're confident. I hit that goal. I hit that goal. And it keeps you motivated. We need pats on the back. We need to see success. We need to see stars. We need to see charms. We need to see stickers and things like that get us going. Lucinda, you are at the right place. Hey, Suzanne. Good morning. It's a good evening for me, but good morning to you. I was still on about the not enough for another sandwich. Tomorrow's always another day. Remember, you're never that far off track. Sometimes if we mess the day up, we just throw the week in the garbage. You could salvage the week. I had a really huge eating day yesterday because I guess I was just all PO'd. But you know what? I pulled it together today, and it is what it is. I have to move on because we are trying to live as normal of a life as we can. We don't want to feel like we're on this. I hate when people call it diet. I don't like the word diet because, again, diet is negative. You have to think of it as lifestyle and journey and eating well and fitting things you love in and finding a way to make it lower point. You know, eating less is huge. Portion control is huge. And it took, thank you, Kimmy. It took me a while to realize that my portions were out of control because in my mind they weren't, because that's how I always ate. So I just didn't know. And then I realized, like, I got it. I don't think somewhere. I should bring it. I'm going to bring it tomorrow night. I have this little thing. It shows you. It's a plate, and it's what your portion should be. And I saw that. I'm like, ooh, my portions are not like that. So, yeah. That's huge for us. Good evening, Linz. Oh, never a dull moment. I had the dog throw up before I came on, so I get that on there. I get you there. Never a dull moment. Oh, you have a bloody nose. I hope you're all right. Oh, God, this tea's good. This feels like a hug. Burnt offerings. Oh, my goodness. That sounds good. So I think we have to lower our expectations because I think, like I said, it's either all or nothing. If I'm not all on plan, I'm not on plan at all. And baby steps. I always say baby steps, and people laugh at me sometimes when I say that, but baby steps, small, achievable goals. You can't sit there and say, gotta lose 80 pounds. I mean, reality, you have to lose 80 pounds, but you want to get 2 pounds. Then you want to get, 1.5, then it was 3, then it was 5, then it was 7, then it was 9, and then when I got to 10, it was like, woohoo, it's 10 pounds, and 10 pounds is a big deal. Hi from Michigan. Just finished up making veggie soup. Oh, I always think soup is a great thing to have around. Hey, Sherry. Just got pounced on with. Oh my goodness. Hey, Deborah. Oh, your leader was let go. Oh, a lot of people are losing their jobs on Weight Watchers. It's everything is down, and I get it. It's a shame, though. Well, Lucinda, your goal right now should be not thinking about the 50, thinking about getting under 200, because it's only 4 pounds. 4 pounds is not that much. You can do 4 pounds. Get under there, and then when you're at that 199, you want to get to 195. And then you want to get to 193. Then you want to get to 189. And that's what was me. It was like you want to get the next decade. You just have to keep them small. When you look, I walked in there having it was 120 pounds. I remember sitting there going, how in the hell am I going? And I couldn't listen to the meeting that day because all I kept thinking was 120 pounds. How did it get this bad? How did I let it get this bad? Because in my mind, I didn't feel bad. That was, and I think it took me till I lost probably 50, 55. Then I felt better. I went, oh, this is what good feels like. I didn't realize how bad I felt, so I knew how what good felt like. Oh, the nuts. Oh, speaking of nuts, go check out Instagram. I'm having a giveaway with Nutstop. So you go on there and enter. I'm giving away 5 of my favorite things. There's no questions ever stupid, Lens. How do you change to digital? These Zoom meetings in my area. You can call the 800 number. Is the easiest way. I don't know if you can do it yourself. I always called and talked to them. I am on purple, Jocelyn. Everybody can announce what plan they're on. I lost all my weight on blue. I've lost 116 pounds on blue. I changed to purple back in September. Really, honestly, because of the oats. I'll be honest. Judy, you're back to meetings. I hope they last. I'm up way too much. All right, Judy, I want to see you here a couple nights a week. I'm in everybody's sad because you know why? Because I am you. I know exactly how every one of you feels and thinks because that's how I think. And that's what, it's not like I'm just some person who just decided to open a channel because, oh, I think I'll just do. I'm a person who lived the life. And I just want to share my journey and my feelings and my ups and my downs with you guys. So we are one because I know we're all the same. Hey, Cheryl. Good evening. You have a wonderful evening too, Deborah. Green is good for that. Green is it's a tightening up and you have to be accountable for everything. So I definitely think that green has its purpose, and I think really that is one of them. It makes you look at everything that you're eating. Oh, not long. That could be it because they have to make sure it's clean. I'm on maintenance right now, Jocelyn. So I haven't lost anything. I'm on maintenance. I'm at my goal, so I don't have to lose anything. So I'm just looking to maintain right now. Of course, I've gained a few pounds in the last few weeks, but purple is very carb heavy. It definitely is. I mean, I struggle with a lot of that, but again, I'm not looking to lose. Well, now I am 2 pounds, but I'm just looking to be where I'm at because again, an achievable goal. Realistically, I should be at least another 10 pounds lighter, but I know I could not maintain that. So realistically, I know what my weight needs to be because I still want to enjoy food and enjoy life. I don't want to be on weight loss for the rest of my life because if I can't maintain that, what's the point? I'm not going to sit there and struggle. I might as well be heavy. Is it better to struggle thin or is it better to struggle heavy? It's better not to struggle at all, honestly. Switch back to blue from purple. My problem was portion control. Oh, yeah, definitely. And that's for purple and blue and even green. Well, green's only vegetables and fruit. But, I mean, when you put something in the app, it'll tell you the portion. That's what you need to stick with. Blue and purple are not all-day buffets. I mean, they really aren't. And Weight Watchers doesn't run that home enough, I believe. I definitely still measure my pasta and my rice. I don't sit there and just say, it's 0. I'm just going to put it on my plate. And my potatoes and my sweet potatoes. I still leave the table hungry. Hey, Karen Snow. Yep. Plans are made for, I think, with all our personalities in mind. Portion control, I mean, even on 0 point foods, you just can't sit there and have a dozen eggs. They're 800 and some calories for a dozen eggs. And you gotta have bacon. And it's potatoes or toast, because it's eggs. Yeah, I just wish they would talk about that a little bit more. Well, see, luckily, I was about on maintenance for maybe 2 months, so I was right under there because if I was where that I would probably still have to pay too, but I was already established, which thank God because I wouldn't want to be. Yeah, I probably would have only paid for digital. I mean, and truth be told, and I'm going to say this because iTrack Bytes is a great app. It's a great app. It's pretty much the same as WW, but it's almost a little bit better because it has all the plans. So if you like all their older plans, you can go on iTrack Bytes. Yes, and iTrack Bytes does that. Does calories. Like Weight Watchers, I don't think they'll ever do calories because they have points. So for them to do calories wouldn't make sense. I mean, I get people want to track calories, but I don't. I'd be surprised if Weight Watchers would add that in. Oh, see, Judy, that's why I snack because I don't want to get hungry. Because hungry Denise makes bad choices. So if I know I'm a little bit hungry, I throw a snack in. I find a piece of fruit, maybe a rice cake, some PB2, a banana is always good for that. Because I know if I wait, disaster will strike. Oh, I hear you, Deborah. You have time. Right now, we don't have to go back till February. Anybody know something to do with turkey leftovers? I made egg rolls with turkey leftovers. It's just you can do stuffing in turkey or potatoes in turkey, or I did cabbage in turkey. Make turkey croquettes are always good. I like the cashew milk, honestly. I think it's delicious, the creamy cashew. Yeah, I did it. I think that's what I did too. I had to use up my green beans, so I made a stir fry. Yeah, Thanksgiving week is hard for a lot of people. Yeah, there's not too many people having like our meetings are canceled. Turkey noodle soup's a good one, or my husband loves turkey soup. Absolutely, Judy. Portion control the egg noodles. You can sit there and say they're just egg noodles, but if you only have so many points left in the day and it is just soup, you'd be surprised. I was hoping for a big change in the plans. Nah, I knew that wasn't going to happen because it's usually every 2 years that they have the huge shakeup in plans. So I didn't expect anything this year. I'm surprised they changed the app, honestly. Yeah, I definitely. You have points. That's why we have points. Don't be afraid to use them. I run that home a lot. And there's people that sit there and say, "Oh, I can't use." Remember, this is what I want to run home. If you start out here, which is like we'll say 18, 16, 18. We'll do blue. If you're on blue and you're eating 18 points a day religiously because you want that blue dot and the blue dot says it's okay, and all of a sudden a year and a half later you're changing. You want to eat more. Yeah, it's not going to fare well. You have to eat the points that they give you. There's a reason, and that's why a lot of people undereat. Yeah, I agree with you, Esther. I agree. Oh, sugar-free caramel and apple. I love that. Well, okay, Maria asked, when I was losing, did I make separate meals for myself? No. A lot of times, like, we'll take a casserole. We'll do that because I would bulk up their end of the casserole. Like, I would have a corner that it was mine. Mine had less biscuits, less cheese, and theirs had more biscuits and more cheese. So I was able to take my corner because they were usually in 6 servings. So that's how I did it. Or most times it was always not a bread, a meat, a vegetable, and a starch most times, or pasta. And I just had to eat less. But yeah, it's hard. I mean, sometimes I would just keep snacky stuff. Like I always had chicken in the fridge, always had eggs in the fridge, fish if I needed to eat something really quick. It depends. It says on the box you have to so many grams. I don't have it in front of me. Oh, me either, Joanne. Undereating is there, but see that blue dot thing really irks me. I do not pay attention to the blue dot. I think that the blue dot, basically they're telling you if you eat 10 points under, you're still within the healthy range. They're assuming you're eating enough 0 point foods, but if you're not, yeah, you're in difficulty, and that's just how it is. I'm starting fresh. Absolutely. I agree on starting fresh. The app, I have a video on the changes in the app. They're very minimal, but there's some kind of fun things in there. There's workouts, there's relaxation, there's different, you could track your sleep and you get credit for it. Sugar-free caramel is very hard to find. Very hard to find. Yes, I didn't eat all my weeklies, but I definitely dipped into them. Most of my weeklies, Jocelyn, always went for olive oil, because that's where my weeklies would go for, because I free pour olive oil. So a lot of times my weeklies would go for olive oil. And on my weigh-in day, that's, my treat day. So I would have definitely a higher point day on my weigh-in day because you look forward to something special. But keep it within track, because there was days I didn't track on my weigh-in day, and that never fared well. Just finishing the pumpkin cheesecake. I love that. Yeah, I just, I'm not a blue dot person either, Sheila. Now, my husband's really good about that. If the air fryer has cured him, and the kids, they love when I use the air fryer. They're just like, it tastes like it's been fried. Especially eggplant. When I show you that video I did for eggplant, you heard the crunch. It's amazing. I have to go feed some hungry boys. All right, Sherry. Yes, I love olive oil. And I'm extra virgin girl. Gotta have that Ready Whip. You have to give yourself treats. You have to feel like you're being naughty, and you're not. Those sugar-free puddings, the things we can make with those are astronomical. Went to the app and chatted with the coach. They gave me a refund and gave me membership. Oh, awesome. Oh, you use the Bluetooth Weight Watcher scale. It syncs to the app. That's cool. It's so good you don't feel well because your body doesn't. It's like it's used to being clean and whole great foods, and when you put in some crap, it's like, ugh. I know I don't feel well sometimes. I keep my weeklies in case that's a great way too. Sometimes you just don't know if you pointed things out, because sometimes they're not in the app and you're guesstimating. It's always good to keep a point or two on track. Oh my God, chicken nuggets, yes, are perfect. Oh, the sugar-free puddings. I just had that for a snack today. Sugar-free pudding and yogurt, because I know what to have, and that was delicious. Screw the blue dots. Screw the blue dots. Salad dressing. That's a good question. Deborah wants to know what we all use for salad dressing. I make my own salad dressing. I like to make it with yogurt. I like to make my own ranch. I like to make my own creamy balsamic. I have videos for both of them here on my channel. They're so good. Or I have oil and vinegar. I love oil and vinegar. Again, I like having my oil, but that's a choice that I make. Depends on what plan you're on. When I was on blue, I had 6. On purple, I have 5. And I add them in because I'm on maintenance. Oh, Maria had an eye opener. Oh, absolutely. When we feel naughty, Kathy makes a great, you do. That's why I make these hacks. You say, why do you keep making hacks, Steve? Because that makes me feel that I'm being naughty, and I'm not. Making those little loaves, making that little banana bread, making the smoothies with the water enhancers. I know they're water enhancers, but man, it makes a nice drink, and it makes you feel like you're having something really decadent, and you're not. It keeps me on track. It keeps me like living. Panera poppy seed, that's a good one too. Bolthouse Farms. I love anything, like if you go in the refrigerated and get those, I love any of those Greek yogurt ones. They're so good. I'm one of the weirdos that likes Greek yogurt. I think it's fantastic. That's probably one of my favorite 0 point things is Greek yogurt. Love it. Put it in my oatmeal, put it in my salad dressing, put it in my scrambled eggs. Oh, quinoa. I love quinoa. That's another reason why I went on purple. I eat all those things. I'm trying to eat them more, though. I was shocked they got rid of 50% more of the leaders when they were going to do. They're just going to they're going to go virtual, I think. That's what's going to happen. Thank you, Sandra. I like my hacks, too. I sit there like the mad scientist, and just see me today trying to make this little gingerbread loaf. I asked my husband, what do you think? He goes, well, it's gingerbread light. And I thought, that's good enough for me because I don't want to pay any more points for it. So I'm happy with gingerbread light. I'm like, that works for me. I want to do the Greek yogurt with the fruit and you make a bark with it. And granola. I'm sorry, I think granola gets a bad rap. Another thing I probably don't count correctly. But I do eat the kind granola, which isn't too bad in points. Oh, I bet. Pre-rinse is definitely a saver. WW makes really good snacks and food, but they're so tiny and they're so high in points. A lot of their recipes, and I guess they're probably using real ingredients like real sugar and stuff. I like volume. I like a nice big piece because it makes me feel naughty. Like I'm eating a big old piece. Like I said, I try to keep things as normal as I can. It is sad, Esther. I agree with you. There's no magazine anymore. I know I used to get it many, many moons ago. This tea is delicious. And dessert teas. Let me tell you something. Dessert teas will save you every time. I'm telling you, you feel like you're having a piece of cake. Like this chocolate chai, again, feels decadent, and it's not. I miss my meetings, too. We see with our eyes first. We do. I know I do. Oh, the strawberry jello fluff. That is so good. Yeah, there you go. Listen to whatever you like. You need to fit Weight Watchers to fit your life. I always say that. I love anything. I love Sam's Greek yogurt. The Members Mark Greek yogurt. Oh. This is Harney and Son. This is I got online because it's hard to find chocolate chai. I drink tea. Dessert tea at night, usually sometimes just chamomile, honey vanilla. Delicious, delicious. My favorite Davidson's vanilla cream spice or the green tea garden, both of them. I've figured I love cinnamon and tea. That has like been my thing. Oh, another sugar-free Jello. Do you ever put it on grapes? I always forget to do that. You get grapes and you wet them and you toss them in the sugar-free Jello and you freeze them. I always forget to do that. Oh yeah, all day. I'm with you there with the ice black. I don't like Robios. I only like black. I don't like white tea. White tea just does not come out good for me. So it's usually black or green. Green is usually on my way day. I don't usually drink green regularly. I do like it though. I love those long grapes, those moondrop grapes. Oh my gosh. They are just I'm obsessed. Sam's, I didn't see them at Sam's. I meant to look. Sometimes Walmart. Mystery box. Yes, I do eat the Bell bars. In fact, I just ordered a box of white chocolate cherry. Why? but my husband does, so I bought them for him. I wanted the advent calendar. So I said, you want a box of Built Bars, honey? I'm like, I'll buy you one. So I bought Built Bars. I should have gotten the salted caramel. I probably would have, but I waited and they sold out. So I wasn't waiting today. But they're really good, depending on what flavor that you like. Mixed cottage cheese with orange jello. Oh, I'm not a big fan of orange, but I think that would be good if somebody did. I want to get cottage cheese, low fat or fat free, either one, and put sun-dried tomatoes in there and put it on a rice cake. I saw somebody do that and I went, oh, that sounds really good, because I love sun-dried tomatoes. This depends on what you like. I like all the caramel ones. The white chocolate's very creamy. If you like cherry, you probably will like it. If you love coconut, people rave about the coconut. I don't like coconut, so I can't tell you about the coconut. I don't like coconut, but people rave about the coconut. But I have to say the white chocolate is definitely very creamy on the outside. I was a little bit shocked. I didn't think I'd like it because I love their dark chocolate. Love it. It's just decadent. Again, decadent. I go for decadent. My favorite flavor is probably the salted caramel, the caramel brownie, cookies and cream. The cookies and cream. Yes, please. Now, my husband he loves them all, but he loves the cherry because he says it tastes like a chocolate covered cherry. If you like chocolate covered cherries, which I don't, but if you like, people who love Almond Joy love the coconut. Again, I don't like Almond Joy, so I don't like coconut. But now's a really good time to order because you get, I think, 28% off with my link, and you get the free advent calendar and 2 free candy cane brownie. And my son, who loves candy cane, said they were awesome. Again, I don't like mint, but he said they were really good. They're not selling the candy cane brand. I'm not sure why. They're just giving it away. The cranberry sauce. Oh, I know. It's so easy. Good night, Deborah. The strawberry one is good too. It tastes like a chocolate covered strawberry. Yes, it will, unless they sell out. The code will still work, but depending on the flavors that you want might not be there tomorrow. But the code will work. Yeah, the code always gives you 10% off normally, but now they're adding 3 onto the 25%, if that makes any sense. I always refrigerate them, Jocelyn. I actually keep them in the freezer because there's no preservatives in them. I keep them in the freezer and then I put a few in the refrigerator, and that's where I keep them. If I want to eat them room temperature, I let it come to room temperature for like an hour and then I'll eat it. Good night, Linz. Advent, I know. It's a 12-day. When I first saw it, I'm thinking, wait a minute, Advent starts, on Tuesday for Advent calendars, because I have 2 of them I have to eat. I know. I've had 2. Well, I'm splitting it with my husband, so we have a cheese one and we have a sugar-free chocolate one. And I'm going to have a Built Bar one. But they're filled with bites. So for 12 days, I think it's from the 12th of December to the 25th of December, each day you get a Built Bite. And some of them are 2 points. Some of them, I don't know if they're 2 or 3 points. I know some are 2. And then there's supposedly a coupon on each one. I don't know. That's what they said. Yes, the peppermint, it's candy cane chocolate brownie. Yes, it's chocolate on the outside, chocolate on the inside, and crushed peppermints. But again, you can't buy them by the box. I don't know why. Awesome. He will. I mean, my kids, I always put them out and they're always eating them. Like, it's always good to them to take with them if they're going to be out, and it keeps you from starving. Oh, that sounds really good. It would be good on top of cottage cheese and yogurt as well. There you go. If you want a little bit, yeah, I would definitely put the immersion blender. I don't think so, Tamara. I didn't go and look actually, so I can't 100% sure say that. I know it was, if you bought a box, you got it free. So I don't know if you can buy it. I don't see why you could. I mean, I don't know though, but I don't know. Honestly, I didn't really look. Oh, that's what kills me. I said to them, seriously, so the people who order Black Friday don't get the free advent calendar. I thought that was terrible. Honestly, I was like, that's terrible. If you just spent whatever you spent on Friday and Saturday, and now you could, that just doesn't seem right. I'm sorry. I said that. Of course, they don't care what I say, but you know, I do what I do. I stick up for you guys. Yeah, I thought that was like, how do you, when they first mentioned they were going to have a release on Friday and a release on Monday, I'm like, I knew something seemed fishy. I'm like, so what if you want one from each? Do you have to buy like, I don't know. I just think sometimes we don't need, and I said it to them before, we don't need that many bars. People can't afford to buy that many bars. I don't have the space for them. I still have old ones. Stinking advent calendar reeled me right in. So I haven't heard anything else. Though they did say, they didn't, all they would say was something's coming that's totally different. So we were kind of talking at the Zoom and we kind of figured it must be something with crunchies in it. I don't know though. Again, they didn't say when, they just said it's coming in the future, which could be next week. Oh, I agree. They were doing like the half boxes, and they didn't do it for the special. Hey, Melody, better late than never. Your box is coming. I know. I have a freezer full of bars. I still have, as I told you the story the other night, when they messed up my mocha, they sent me 2 more boxes. So I have 4 boxes of, well, I don't have 4 boxes now, but I still have mocha in there because I had 4 boxes of mocha. They don't make mocha anymore. I'm kind of glad I have the extra ones, though, honestly. Oh, well, yeah. Well, I, that was crazy. I hope it gets sent, Esther. Well, here's the thing. I thought that too. When they sent me them, that they had sent me a sample to try. And I remember having my husband try. I said, I can't try this. It's coffee. And he tried it and he said, no, it's not. It doesn't taste like coffee. I'm like, you always say that. And it always does. And it didn't. It tastes like dark chocolate. Didn't have any coffee taste at all. Because I hate coffee. So yeah, it just tastes like dark, intense chocolate. It's probably one of my favorites, quite honestly. So, so anybody new just joining us for the first time, you're sitting back and listening to the crazy Tea with D, let me know it's your first time. We have a lot of people in the room tonight. It's a good sign because we're hitting the reset button. We're going to reel it in before Christmas because we all want to have a great Christmas. And Christmas is what? December 1st is Tuesday. So it's 25 days away. 25 days away. Oh, I hate when they take forever to refund your money. That's just annoying to the max. God, I feel like a Valley Girl. That was totally annoying to the max. Holy cow, Hanukkah's 2 weeks away. Moly moly. I'm telling you, it's just flying by. It is flying by. We're going to be in January. It's going to be a year since we hit this COVID crap. And months ago, we kept saying, oh, once the winter comes. Oh, once the winter comes, it's not any better. That's great, Melody. Congratulations. Mom Too Many took your invitation and hit the reset on Friday. Awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. Please come here as often. This is what keep this little group that we meet here an hour. If you could fit in a couple minutes every day just to pop in and check in, I promise you it will help because I know it helps everybody here. It helps me. It keeps you accountable. It gives you hope. It gives you ideas. It gives you a group to cling to. And like I said, if you haven't been on the Facebook group, I have a private Facebook group that if you have ever need a question answered, you need help during the day, you know, in the morning, there's always somebody ready to answer. It's not always me, because sometimes I just don't get to, you know, with my work schedule and stuff, but there's always somebody jumping in, and that's what it's about. 11 days. Oh my goodness, Lori. Awesome. I love the holiday meal. I love cooking. To me, the holidays are about food. They just are. And I just love planning a great meal. And considering my Thanksgiving was pretty good, I don't know why the scale didn't prove it. And we have Glam Squad. Thank you, Lori Mashburn. Monday through Friday, 2:30 Eastern Time. We meet on Zoom. Lori always posts for me because she's wonderful. She posts the link that we're going to do a Leslie Sansone together, and she posts in the comments the link to get into Zoom and the password. This way, and we share the screen, and Leslie comes up, and we all work out together. So if you need a little bit more movement in your life, I highly recommend you come to Glam Squad, because it gives Esther less sleep, but it makes you feel like you're in a workout class with your friends. And we chat afterwards, and we laugh, and we just check in with each other. It's key, you know, it is key. It's like all these little components together make everything work. So these little things, like I have a step group. This way you kind of link up your Fitbit, and you see what your other Tea with Deers are doing. And again, it's not anything, it's not a race, it's not a contest, it's just doing better for yourself. And like I said, all these little things together help you, I promise. Exactly. Melody said you do. They're just little things. Here's Lucinda's 62nd birthday. Well, there we go. How you doing, Smokey? I shouldn't be spinning now. Good night, Nancy. We chat, Nana, every night at 7:30, which is Eastern time. You don't have to come every night if you can't make it, but I highly recommend if you can come every night for a few minutes. Oh, I bet, Kath. I bet. Let's all keep Kathy in our prayers. Yes, let's all. Thank you, Katie. Welcome, Nana. Welcome to the live Tea with D. Sweet dreams, Becky. What plan are you on, Nana? That's right. Tamsin rides her stationary bike, you know? And Carrie used to do the treadmill. Purple. Oh, purple, purple, purple. That's a good question, Deborah. It was, let me think when I started. 2019. It was a year after I had joined Weight Watchers. I watch YouTube WWs. I still watch some when I have a chance. I don't have as much time as I used to. And I thought to myself, I loved watching them and listening to them. And I thought, I can do that. And let me tell you something. It gives me more accountability. I have to behave because I can't be sitting here and not doing the program. I can't advise anybody when I can't walk the walk. And I've walked it, and I'm still walking it. And I originally wanted to work for Weight Watchers. Weight Watchers didn't want me because I used a 10-pound doctor's note to get to my goal, because you're allowed to get a note for 10 pounds over your goal. Fine. But they said you can't be a leader then. At least Weight Watchers of Philadelphia said that. I'm like, no? Why? Because they think I cheated the system, you know? You could never be a leader. And I thought, I have a lot to say, and I have a lot of, you know, things and experiences, and I wanted to share that. And I kind of felt robbed, honestly. But when I looked at YouTube, and I thought, well, I could just do my thing here. I don't need them to make me feel like I can do it. I can do it without them. So that's how it started. Kathy, anytime you want to come here and be amongst friends, you are always welcome. Just to get away for a hot minute. Oh, that's another. The live started. It was once a week originally, when I started last summer, a year ago summer, and then it went to 2 days a week in January because of the big onslaught. And then once COVID hit, we were all stuck at home, and we all needed somewhere. We needed somewhere to belong, and to vent and to share because we didn't have our meetings. So that's how it got to be every night. Oh, well, try Spritz Cookies. You could definitely, you're gonna have to do something with the butter because that's what they're made of. The butter and the sugar are their killers. I would try maybe light butter and try monk fruit. Sugar substitute will lower them a little bit. Yeah, no, here they had only 10 pounds. Yeah, I felt insulted. Like I've lost 117 pounds. Are you freaking kidding me? Because I don't make your cookie cutter image of what I'm supposed to look like? Really, because if I did lose that extra 10 pounds, and I could have, I would have never maintained it. Never. And I would have been miserable. And what's the point of losing all this weight to be miserable? I want to be happy. I want to enjoy my life. I want to go out and not worry about everything that I see because, to maintain that weight, you don't get to eat. Weighing that less. And I just knew that was not how I would live the rest of my life. Hey, Joanne, you're not late. I don't go on Christmas break till 20. Let me think. Christmas is a Friday. My license is the 23rd. Too long. Thank you, Cynthia. I feel like I had so much to share, and I knew somebody would want to listen. And I always, when people I love when people give me feedback because it's just easier for me to build on. And I'm thinking, does anyone want to listen to this? Anyone really care what I have to say? And when people do, you're like, wow. Yeah. So I knew there would be a market for me somewhere. Good night, Esther. Yep, you know what? Let me tell you something. You're never a failure if you keep trying. People think, oh, I keep failing, but you know what? You keep trying. And you know what? That's a great thing. How many times I tried? I'm 54 years old. I've been heavy my whole life. So you just got to keep plugging along. And sometimes, somewhere, something will click. I don't know when, I don't know how, and it did for me. And I know if it did for me, it could do for anybody. I started out on eye track bites. I actually thought, and I still think, I actually applied to be an eye track bites coach because I was too pissed at Weight Watchers. So you never know. You never know what's going to happen in the future for me. Plan. I mean, you get a girl, me, who's 50. I was 51, I guess. I've been, and they give you a goal of 146 when you're starting off at 270. Do they really want you to be successful, or they want you to be a weight that you can't maintain? It's not like I gained, 100 pounds in the last 5 or 10 years. I got sick, or I've been heavy my whole life. I am smaller now than I was in high school. So they don't take that into consideration when they're dealing out goal weights. It's well, this is your height, this is your age, this is your weight. That's it. And then there's no discussion. And I'm realistically, that's not going to hold me. It's just not. Like I said, when I hit goal, I went right into maintenance. I didn't even sit there and Joan's you got to lose 5 more pounds. I said, I can't. I just was so done with weight loss. You have to understand, I've been on this plan since 2016. I just wanted, and I haven't really wanted to go back to weight loss yet. It's been almost a year. I just want to enjoy being where I'm at and maintaining this. Yeah, it just, when you're on weight loss for that long, it just, you just want to enjoy coasting. And that's where I'm at. I'm coasting. Yeah, I love it's kind of like this. It's not this, it's just this. And I can deal with that. Oh, I bet, Melody. Oh, I can't even, and they act like it's their BMI term. I'm like, no, it's not. That's the general one that's like archaic. Yeah, because they're what, they afraid to give away the app. Seriously, like it just irks me. That's just a whole other video rant. Yeah, I mean that's what I look at. I'm not, weight loss is one thing. It's maintaining. And I knew, like I said, and I have, a lot of life to live, and I have a lot of things I want to do. I don't want to sit there and always be like, I can't, I'll be miserable. And then is that really worth it? You know, I'll be miserable, and I can't live the rest of my life miserable. I won't. I won't. I like food. Damn it. Oh, I bet they should be burned. Those charts. Anything, Tamara, that you want to do? Like I said, Kara used to walk her treadmill. Tamara, I mean, Tamsin does her bike. And like I said, and if people can't finish the workout, don't be ashamed. You do the best you can for as long as you can, and you just sit down. The workout's usually I only do 20 minutes because that's all I can take. And then we sit down, we have our water, and we chat for a few minutes and have a couple laughs, and it's a lot of fun. In fact, I was going to do whatchamacallit. I totally forgot. I was going to do maybe we'll do it next weekend. I don't know when I'm going to be around. We're going to the winery. Outside winery. Hopefully it's nice. I wanted to do another day of face masks. We did that one time. That was a lot of fun. We all sat there on Zoom with face masks on. It was a lot of fun. Remember that, Lori? Lori was there. Oh, I bet the diner is a huge moneymaker. Yep. It is nice to see each other face to face. I agree. Yep, I like food. Yeah, well, I'll definitely have to plan for it. I meant to do it today, and I forgot. My life. I didn't even film today. I took the day off. I thought, I was going. I thought, you know what? I need a day off, and I took a day off. I had, and the video I was supposed to be a Thanksgiving prep day, and it just did not work. I just didn't have time to film and prep. So I did get the pie film, so I just put it up as a separate video. The BMI chart was created using data taken from the Civil War. Yeah, I definitely would understand that. Exactly. You got that right. If money could buy skinny, Oprah would be thin. All right, Melody has a question. What will everyone do tomorrow to be successful? Melody said she needs water. Me, I need to keep my hands out of the nuts and the Asian snack mix. Dear Lord, I love that. And let me tell you, Nut Stop has a really good one. Damn. Yeah, if I just kept out of the Asian snack mix and the nuts. Yeah, today it was a few dusted covered almonds. And just so you know, you don't pay for the coating of cocoa powder on there, which is really nice. Nana's walking. Ah, Lori, I need not proteins, less carbs. Katie will be at work. Water and eat lunch. Yes, eat lunch is important. Don't skip meals. Please don't ever skip meals. Tracking and drinking more water. Tracking, let me tell you something. I want to tell you something about track before we head on out. Tracking is important, and this is why I say this. And I track faithfully, and I never was, but I've gotten really good at it. You could eat more when you track. When you know what you've eaten, it allows you to eat more because sometimes you're more accountable when you track. If you just track in your head, no. And that's why I track. I track so I could fit in more foods. That's why I track. Move more. If you can't join us at Glam Squad, Rochelle, the video that Lori posts, do it at your leisure. And it's 20 minutes. It gets you. I usually get around 3,500 steps, give or take from that, and just gets your heart rate up a little bit, gets the blood pumping. It's nothing too excessive because I don't like exercise. I don't. Nope. Never did, never will. I lost all my weight and didn't exercise at all. So you don't need exercise to lose weight. It's what you stick in your mouth. And I just started doing this just to tone up because, yeah, there's a lot of loose skin. I won't lie about that. So, yeah, I definitely noticed my body has gotten toner with doing some exercise. But, walking and Leslie is wonderful. Oh, you need to get up just to get the blood flowing there, Deborah. Yes, you can definitely sit and march. Absolutely. So this was a very good live. We got a lot accomplished. We got a lot going on. Remember, baby steps, track your food. If you go off track, rein it right back in with your next meal. Do not wait till tomorrow. If you have a crappy breakfast, have a great lunch and dinner. The day is not totally messed up. It's not. Just remember that. Oh, I agree with you, Cynthia. Good night, Rebecca. Oh, I'm telling you, I tell you, and my leader always brings it up when it comes to me. She goes, "Now where's Denise? There she is. Tell him how much weight you lost. 116 pounds. How much exercise did you do? Nothing. Nothing. Because I knew too, I thought about it and I thought I didn't want to lose weight because I exercised. I wanted to exercise because I lost weight. I didn't want that because I knew I wasn't going to do something I'm going to be doing regularly. I know me. I'm not going to be somebody I'm not. You can't. What happens when you stop? The body goes crazy. It's like the thing with like eating less points. When you go to eat more points, your body's like, no, you're eating too much. Night, Deborah. It's posted in my Facebook group. Do you belong, Vicky? Dish with These crew. And Lori usually posts a link. And in the comments is usually the code and the password to get in. Exactly. When you lost the weight, then you feel you have more. Let me tell you something. I can't begin to tell you how much energy I got after that. I mean, just feeling better and everything. My back didn't hurt anymore. I could sleep flat. I had severe reflux. I couldn't, I had to sleep propped up because if I slept flat, the acid would kill me. All right, I'm heading on out too. I agree with you, Tamara. Jersey. How you doing? We're all going to do good this holiday season. We're all making a pledge to try. Baby steps, being accountable, coming to the tea, hanging out with our peeps, trying to hit Glam Squad. Like I said, if you can't do Glam Squad, I will post a link in the Facebook group tomorrow because I didn't do it tonight. If you have a Fitbit or a stepper, you could join the Step Club. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And you just have to download the app and you can send you the challenge. And you just step with your friends. That's all. You'll see, ooh, look how many steps Dee has. I got to catch up to her. Trust me, I don't have that many. But it's fun. Oh, that, you know what? I could only be me. You know, I used to in the beginning. I will. If you look back at some of my older videos, in the very beginning, you'll see I was just trying to be perfect, and I realized, you know what? I can't be that because that's not me. I have to be me, and I have to be authentic, and that's when I'm in. And other things change too. So yeah, I am me. I pull no punches. I make mistakes. My cooking recipes sometimes are a little bit scattered, but that's how I cook. So I don't sit there, I don't edit anything because I don't have the time, number one. And if I had to edit videos, I wouldn't post because and I try to keep, as authentic as I can. That's just who I am. And I said, either you love me or you don't. And it's always okay. You know, not everybody likes everybody, but that's okay. Keep it real, people. Ah, thank you. But I always forget an ingredient. That's what kills me. I prep and I get everything out, and then the salt. Every freaking time, the salt is never there, and I think I would look every time. I'm like, I am such a spaz. I don't like when I watch videos and you can see that I can't. It actually gives me a headache watching there's just, yeah, I can't watch those. But that's me. It is what it is. All right, ladies and Germaine, I am heading on out, and have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. This weekend is over. Hooray. Hooray, hooray, hooray. It's time to hit that reset button. I want to see all of you back tomorrow night at same bat time, same bat channel. And if you come to Glam Squad, I'd love to see you then too. Salty's fine. He's working a lot. I text him often. And he always sends his regards, but he's really busy at his job, so we'll see if he'll. I tell him all the girls yes for him. I do. Maybe he'll pop in one night. Oh, absolutely, Smoky Cat. Yep. All right, good night, ladies. I will see you all. Remember, we are starting anew. It's the holiday season. And we're going to kick it in the butt. We're going to seize it. We're going to own it. That's it. Mic drop. Bye, folks.